immediately when he walked into the locker room? Like, what do you remember about Kevin Garnett coming in? Because you were already there at the Celtics, and then he walks in, and what?
All I know is when he came in the room, whenever he came in the room, it was like one of those sergeants coming in. Like, you better get on your – because he taking the game so serious. It's from shoot-around to coming into the game, during the game, 30 minutes before the game. It's just all focus and routine.
Everything was routine.
Like he'd come in, sit, he'd say what up, have his headphones in, chill, get a vibe, get the heat pack, put it on the floor, got his feet on the heat pack, zone it. And I know y'all want to hear the story.
Please.
Which one day,
he told the story.
One day I messed up the routine. And like I say, I didn't know what this was about.
I'm a dragon. And he'll tell you, and if anybody come in the circuit, into the circuit, in that little circle.
Kevin, he said he got some brand new, beautiful Beats headphones.
The new Gucci Mane mixtape just came out and everything.
Oh, man. Shout to Gucci, man, because TA put Gucci on. You hear me? We didn't know who Gucci was. We was all Jeezy. Man, he came in the locker room with this Gucci, man, and turned that joint up on like 50. Oh, no.
Look, the beats come out, right? So all I remember is Ticket in there just zone. I think we was playing one of them premier matchups where, the matchup was him and Big Fella. Yeah. So I'm just seeing him over there. Like he's literally just
yoga. Everything's about
just
a breath.
Breathing hard as hell. so I'm like, man, I'm looking at Perk and I'm like, man, what's wrong with Big Fella? Big Fella's on. So he ain't saying nothing to us, but he got his headphones in and he's like breathing hard. So I'm like, all right, man, I ain't trying to hear this shit. So I put on my Beats by Drake. Now I'm zoning. He got on some little headphones.
I can hear everything. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Beats, when they first came out, had no trigger. They had no volume. So the luxury of it is that you could be sitting on the floor in another room and you can actually hear
the words.
And I was like, so I tapped it. Hey, bro, could you turn them down? And he was like, what? What? And it was just two dragons talking, but we got some great understanding.
Yeah,
we went out and killed somebody that night.
We killed somebody that
we hugged, and that was the great. That was the great part of that team.
Right then and there,
no sensitive guys in that locker room.
Do not turn that music up while he over there breathing.
There was a lot of things not understood, but got some understanding.
But he was the alpha male of the locker room anyway, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he was our heart, like he was our Debo. Like, he was our, like, all right, Big Fella, what we gonna do?
I was Big Brother.
You know what I'm saying? And Big Fella be like, man, we ain't coming out, we ain't dapping nobody. Man, hey, this is what we on. Matter of fact, when we finish, we going out to eat. Right. Like, he kept that type of energy going through the locker room. So it was kind of hard to try to bag the dip for anything he had going.
I was young, too. I was like TA. I would come in, I'm showing my age now. We had compact disc players, and you had the little rinky-dink headphones, and and you can only turn it up to 9 or 10. And I remember, coming in like that when me rapping out loud, and these old heads like, what is he doing? And I'm up here, saying the words, and I'm using my hands, and I'm bumping you in the chest. They didn't understand none of that, and it was just young swag. And you coming from high school, bro? We drink a lot of sodas. You drinking a lot of Gatorade. These are high energy products, right? I'm adding coffee in it because in the morning it wakes me up, but not knowing how to deal with this energy or keep it centered, I had to go to yoga for that to learn how to breathe. When I started beating people, I started telling them about it. I started throwing shots, talking. It was just to get myself going because there wasn't no sensitive guys on our team. So when he could curse at me, and I'll curse back out, and then 5 minutes later, we high-five.
I was about to bring that up to where in the pick and roll situation, that's probably one of the today's toughest plays.
Because you got to talk.
If you ain't talking, you're not getting through that play. Right. And at the defensive schemes we was playing, we was having Ticket be up in the screen. Sometimes he'll show, he'll sag sometimes. Right. But if it was somebody that was killing us, he'd be like, Kill, I need you getting through that screen. Don't get picked through that screen. Right. And I know for a fact I'm going to bite through this screen because I know Ticket going to be there.
Right.
He's going to be there for me.
And I would say that. I'm here every time.
Don't worry about it. Just get through that screen.
Right.
I'm busting through the screen, and that kind of helped me because I was programmed in practice. From sticking Paul. Right. This the pick, man.
Right. I said great picks. That's why all the guards like me. You can get through a Ticket pick, you doing something.
I'm going to shoot through any other pick. Right. So I think that helped. And just like I say, I'm learning from him. He learning from me.
The only regret I have, man, is that I didn't come to Boston sooner. Real talk. I should have came I should have came 2 years before that.
I remember
you know what I'm
when we
saying?
had Rafe LaFrance. He caught a tip dunk on Rafe LaFrance.
But
So
Rafe
crazy.
didn't want no problems with me, and I knew that. I'm an animal! I remember that. In front of the owner of the team, I screamed in his face.
You screamed at the owner of the Celtics?
Right. Ask Paul, ask
Also,
T.A. like that.
hey,
Caught a tip
screen,
dunk.
hey man,
Screamed
screen so loud, man.
I'm an animal!
that was the topic of the locker
They said,
room.
we got to go get this guy.
Right. 2 years later, I was there. I started really honing in, and then when I signed a big deal and I saw how management and how the league and how people expect you to play when you get paid a lot of money, that's what started to turn my kind of fun years of laughing and bunt, and I started really locking in because I was making a bunch of bread, and I had the biggest contract. We had locked out. They was putting everything on.
All that was on your mind?
All that, bro, because when you out there, you hearing somebody at the free throw line shoot something. You hearing crowds over. You hearing the crowds. But at the same time, it's fueling me. It's fueling me from when I'm out the court. Man, listen, I was one of the very few that actually spent my own money to go play against guys in their place. I would go to Sugar Land and go down to Houston and play against those guys. I'd come up to Chicago because I knew all the guys there, and I'd play up there. Then I'd go down to Atlanta, play at Peachtree, go up to New York City, play at Basketball City. I would go out that night to see who was out. Okay, yeah, I'm going to see y'all in the gym tomorrow, right? We hooping tomorrow, right? Yeah. And, oh, man, that's when I got better. I went everywhere and played. That's why I'm known in Chicago. I would play on the south side, play on the west side, play over north, play on the east side, play on Malcolm X, Roosevelt, INT, LeClaire Courts, man.
LeClaire Court.
Man, all these, man. Mars Center, you know.
These
all these places. You need to know somebody to go over here.
In Chicago.
Kenny King. All these
Where
are
you get your
ill
name
places, bro.
You get your name at
the
these
Village.
places in Chicago.
Man, these are all ill places, bro. You can't go over here unless you somebody and you know somebody over here. Let me get y'all to understand something with having TA here every day with you guys. You guys get to be around the presence of a champion every day. That's not given, that's earned. You know, he earned that. Them stripes and badges he wear every day, that he gets to sit here and do that, you earn that. With that comes a responsibility. He has to teach that. That knowledge he has up here, he has to give that back in ways where it facilitates our game to keep growing. So when I run up on a young guy and I see him, I see a little bit of me in him, it's my duty to give him that. So when I see Mark, who's going to be a great player and go down as a great player in our game, not only that, but to the universal part of basketball. He's not just a domestic kid. He's universal. He plays in the Olympics. He's in Spain. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. You learn how to, as a leader, you learn how to lead in all walks. Some guys don't react to yelling. Mm-hmm. Some guys react to when you pull them right along and you having a one-on-one with them and it's just you. Some guys feel like you're embarrassing them when you're speaking to a group of people. So I had to learn that through years of just learning how to be a leader. Some guys, I'll say something to the whole group, and then I'll grab somebody to the side and say something in his ear, and it'll be more effective versus me pointing at them. And then it's going back and forth too. You know, right. Guys are saying something to me too, and you have to be open to take both criticism and give it. So the ones who I feel like are not as sensitive are the ones who actually want to be better.
You know, one of the most confident guys I know is Paul Pierce.
What? Paul Pierce missed 15 in a row and think he made 15 in a row. He don't see. I'm dead. He's like, man, that rattled in and out. That's a mate. Oh, man, that went around. Oh, Paul Pierce does not think.
If I miss more than 2 in a row, there's something wrong with the rim.
And he's not laughing. He's dead. He's dead.
So
you know what Doc used to make us do? Especially because we all were new the first year, he didn't care what happened. At the end of whatever we do, we had to touch each other. Like we'll go straight into a cussing out of almost getting ready to scrap, and then 2 seconds later had to high five because it was in Mbutu. So
I remember
if I was out and we in LV and I'm buying me something, and oh no, here come TA and Baby up the steps and they had something in their hand, technically they could throw it on the counter. And I had to get it, and it was in Mbutu, and they knew that. So guys were like, hey, man, in Mbutu, man, I need this skull. It's cold out here. So a couple times they went through, but then you catch them on that, they trying to in and out. We all committed.
Somebody got to set that tone, though.
Right. Hey, you always got to have a dog. Paul was our leader who spoke.
Yeah,
After
he was
that,
a vocal.
Paul going, hey, man, we got to da-da-da-da-da. No, that was Pete Pierce. He's going to save us when we need the game winner. He's going to score all the points. Jaron, man, he's the future because he has a different perspective, but he has a different makeup and all that. You can coach him hard. You can MF him and he not going to you know what I'm saying? He comes from Izzo and Michigan State. That's a grind. That is a grind factory. They teach you to be tough up there. They make boys into men up there.
Hey, Tony tried to intimidate the kid.
No, he's supposed to.
First time he met him.
Hey, first time I met, I wanted to know. I just
see
wanted
what
to
he
see.
on.
What's up?
See what he on. Oh, no, I ain't going.
And he was like,
what's up?
yeah, I'm going to seek and destroy. I'm going to kill me somebody. I'm like, okay.
He on it.
My man.
He on it. He on it.
Well, I mean, he's obvious.
Can you imagine? Bro, y'all never saw me in practice, bro. The same thing in practice was worse.
Oh,
and
man.
I was better in practice. Yeah, I was better in practice because, you know, you get the
Is
rest.
that just from inside?
Listen, bro.
I never saw him sit down.
You couldn't sub me. You
I never saw him
couldn't sub me.
He never sat down in practice.
Bro. Man, Doc Rivers
never
like,
sat
Kevin,
down.
sit down. You got to get babies and bro. And I would be here like, make me sit down. Who want it? Oh, man.
Literally
I was
had to run the court.
dog. Oh,
Push him off the
man.
court.
Wait,
bro.
Doc is asking you to
No, I'm
stop
not asking
practicing?
me. He's telling me, get out. Get off. Baby sub, you know, and I was just super competitive. But you know what? Everybody in the gym is super competitive. Man, we would practice, and he would have to lock the balls up because we were talking about playing green and white for money.
Again.
We were talking about lock the. But you, and listen, y'all laughing? Dog, we was in the weight room. It was 15 guys in the weight room. It was like a club in there. Shirts off, throwing up 150. He throwing up 120. I'm throwing up 130. You push, the next man would push you, bro. Bro, it was a different time too, bro. We was rock stars, and we lived like it.
He the first person
Straight
to taught
up,
me how to
man.
sumo squat.
Straight up. We was
put-
doing a
I
bunch
put-
of workouts
I put
in
that
here.
my routine,
Straight
too.
up,
You know,
man.
you
Everybody was in
always
shape.
sit
Some
in.
days we did it with no sleep. We came in, man, I ain't even slept. You ain't slept. Watched off from kill y'all from the right.
the
Home
mentality.
kill. And I come in, I'm dripping. Before guys come, you can't come in late wiping your eyes. Oh no, we ain't had none of that. When I got to Boston, guys was at practice 2 hours before we was trying to practice. Our whole
time.
15 every time. We came back from Rome, dog. It wasn't. I think I was late one time because TA told me to take some sleeping pills. I had never in my life taken sleeping pills.
Melatonin.
He gave me some melatonin. I had
That's the first
never
time he
did
ever
this.
took melatonin.
I came in, I said, man, TA gave me some I ran to TA so fast because they thought something was wrong with me. Like, man, Ticket in that practice, what's wrong with
Hey,
you?
Ellen Sir called to me like, yo, what did you give Ticket?
I just gave him some melatonin. Man, I
just
came in
gave
like
him
3
some
hours late, bro. I came in. I haven't slept in like 5 days, though. And I said, man, what y'all doing for sleep, man? I said, y'all doing anything for sleep? Like, yeah, man, I take these melatonin. You gotta take them early, killer. And I took them at like 1. I couldn't sleep, man. I woke up at like 7. I woke up at like 11 o'clock. Like, man, that was the greatest sleep ever. Ella Sir was like, Kevin, man, we waiting on you at practice. I was like, what? I cussed everybody out. My girl was pregnant at the time.
Man.
Oh man, it was a terrible day. But that was
They
the
got
only
on
time
my
I could-
head. I couldn't hear
I
the end of it.
TA, I had to. TA, man, what you give me last night, man? And then too, I had a team, man, where if I wasn't doing well on offense, man, let me go ahead and 100% D tonight. Ooh, cool. Y'all go ahead and score. Let me get y'all open. But down here, he ain't. Turn that water off, killer. Okay, I got you.
Turn that water off.
That was the sound to me. That's how the guys just talk to me. Hey, killer, turn that water off. Okay, I got it.
Is that where you got that?
And that would mean lock him down.
That's where you got it?
Well, with Zach,
He brought it to Memphis.
Kyle, whoever.
He brought it to Memphis.
Tim Duncan,
Turn
all
the
this.
water off.
Man, turn that water off. Cool. Now I'm in my zone. Everybody know. I got dirt. Okay, cool. He finna lock this down. We need.
Wait, did you get he with us from him?
Oh no,
He with us.
That was Rick Davis. Rick
was
Davis
Rick
started
Da-
that
yeah,
in
that was
Boston.
a long time ago,
and Paul Pierce took it and just ran with it. Paul Pierce would say everybody was with us. If you shooting free throws for the game, you don't know. Oh no, he with us. and then she was my friend. But part of being an asshole was like everybody had to be an asshole. So now here TA, he with us, and here go Antoine, he with us, and then I swear all Celtics. So when I came in there, they was like, we was in practice, and God had to shoot the free throw. Oh no, he with us.
He with us.
And that's why I was like, what?
Is this still something you want to do? Own a basketball team?
Oh yeah.
It is.
I'm setting up for the future to be able to be in an ownership position to where I can give guys like TA, guys that I know that know basketball, real sound positions in organizations that I need. I think a lot of times we have a bunch of trainers and guys who play D3 and D2 and never played basketball teaching these elite players, these $200 million players. You can't be a $200 million player you can learn from a trainer, no disrespect to none of the trainers out there, but in order to be elite, you got to get it from the wax. You got to get it from somebody who's been in that.
You can't talk about it if you ain't
living.
living.
Saying. That's who needs to be our assistant GMs. That's who needs to be some of our player personnel development guys who can come in and actually give 2 to 3 hours towards a guy's progression. So
all of these guys, as soon as they walk away, it's that, and you probably more so than anyone in the world, you've got to find something competitive. A lot of guys end up going to play golf. Unfortunately, a lot of guys go and gamble, right? Or they've just got to find something, some kind of outlet for, that competitive juices, right? Those still all exist, and now I want to go I want to go compete in something.
I work out Monday through Friday.
That's it.
And when I hit the weight room, it's like matching up with somebody. I'm matching up against these 120s today, and I got 8 to do. And then I'm catching the mirror after this 1-8. Then I'm looking at how I'm looking. Then I'm hitting the treadmill, and I'm doing my sprints. I'm jumping off them. Okay, 120s. We at 130s now, and that's why I'm able to. If I'm able to compete against something, that's what I'm able to pivot from. I don't get to every now and then. I walk past the court, or I walk past the gym, and I'll see somebody in there that they'll say something to me that I'll go in there and get somebody a bucket and then get out of there. Like, I'm good for that. I'm always good for a couple buckets.
When was the last time you played basketball?
I played basketball probably 2 months ago. I was walking past some in Lifetime. Kid said something real cute. I went in there, boned his ass, and walked out. and that's why I keep the dust off this thing for all you bums out there thinking it's sweet. Straight up and down, bro.
Want to hear another funny story,
I'll never get it messed up, bro. Straight up. I don't play against nobody. I'm done with these ones, but I keep I keep it polished. You understand?
This is at Lifetime Fitness.
Straight up. What?
Yo.
What you say? Yeah, ooh, man.
Yo.
Check. Jump on my ass out of here,
why I
man.
believe that
Work
story?
on your game.
You know why I believe that, Chris? I saw him play Austin Rivers when he was like a junior in high school.
Right.
He got like a bucket on ticket.
Nah. Let me tell the story.
Go ahead. Yo,
So we come into practice probably 2 hours early. Everybody's in there. So we got practice at, I'm saying 10. Everybody's in there about 8:30. So in there, Austin Rivers is seeing his father. They used to come up and visit his dad because his dad, they were still living in Florida.
Mind you, he juiced up too.
Man, he juiced up,
This
man.
kid
Every
is
guy's
juiced up.
coming here. He's feeling himself. He had the little joint. So he playing one-on-one with Paul. So then, I see him and Paul, because Paul play ones in the morning just to get himself going before practice. So he's, playing ones, and he's giving Paul some good work, Then Perk like, hold on, let me get some of this. I got to get some of this, because he's the stopper. Everybody, if you want to see where your game is, you play Perk one-on-one, right?
Yeah.
Perk ain't going for no pump fakes. He just real sound. Man, he giving Perk the business.
Austin Rivers.
Yeah,
I come in here, so I'm like, I came in here, and, he's playing guys to 5. I think he mops. I think he beat Pay, and then he mopped Perk 5-0, and
king of the court.
Wow.
He was
So
playing
he
king.
came in here, I had my shoelaces unlined, and I came in from the weight room, and he rolled the ball, and I said, what? And I looked at it, hit my toes. I said, what? He said, check. I said, check.
Yeah, everybody like, ooh.
And then, I'm a dragon, bro. I'm a dragon, and I know your dad, the coach, so I got to be real careful on how I let this dragon out. This a kid, this is a high school kid, got a lot of confidence, but I'm a dragon. This nigga just rolled the ball to me, so calm and collective. I just, kick the ball to him, I walk back, he says, check. Now, I went on the other side of the check, when you check, you're on the bottom, so I got on the top, I said, nigga, you're a kid, nigga. What you mean? You check, nigga, get the ball. Like, you don't get the ball first.
Yeah, he was on him.
So I turned around and gave him the ball, and my shoes was untied, and he shot the first one and missed it. Matter of fact, he made it.
He made
we going to 5. He made the 5. Boom.
Made it.
I said, hold on.
Off the crossover.
I saw off the over. Matter of fact, he dunked it. Remember, he dunked it, and the ball went all in, and I went like this. I said, hold on. And I tied my shoe, and I heard P say, yeah. I heard him and T.A. say, yeah, tie them shoes, killer. And that's when the dragon came out. And I mopped him 5-1, but I had to go dragon. He had so much swag that I was like, man, do I spit fire on him? When I saw how hard he dunked it, oh, no, this kid's serious. Let me tie these up. And I tied up, and I went 5 straight. But I tapped him, keep working on your game. He was hot. Threw the ball. Man, wrote the scrap. He was hot. Dad threw him out. Get out. Go get him. Go work on your game. That's why you got mopped up. And then let's start practice. Listen.
That's when I knew, man, this man is not losing to nobody.
That's when I knew right there, Austin Rivers going to be in our league about 2 years.
Yeah, he said that. You said that.
I said he going to be in our league about 2
he
years.
He said that, man, he a pro.
He hated losing. He wanted to fight. I said, boy, you don't get out of here, boy. I was a dragon. Boy, we just hoop. Boy, if you don't, we was both going. But the way he was reacting, he was acting like he was a pro already.
He had the swag
hot.
to him,
he
too.
Was hot. Yeah,
he had that same swag.
And you know what? 2 years he was in our league.
Wow.
Went the Duke, played, hit the game winner, came out in our league.
That's incredible.
Then I almost slapped his ass one game. Like, boy, you don't calm down, boy. You remember that? During the one game, he said something. And I caught myself. Boy, you almost got.
When he made it to the league,
he got to the league. We got into. He said something real slick, and I almost raised up to slap him. And I caught myself like, man, I ain't finna get kicked out again. Boy, let me quit.
Did you ever really slap somebody?
And I slapped a couple people. You know what I'm saying?
slapped Tim Duncan across the head.
I ain't on that though. You know, when you young, you do a bunch of wild stuff when you young, man. You know, I thank God that I was never in something
Tim
serious.
Duncan? How did Tim Duncan make you
We
bad?
were just going. He was in the game and we was going.
Does he talk?
Yeah, Tim talk.
What does he say?
A lot of people don't know, man, but Tim's kind of swag is that whatever you're saying is comical to me. So, you know, he would smile at you in a real tense moment where it's supposed to be two dogs here. Go, and that would just
make you that much madder.
Yeah, but yeah, he was the top, and I always look forward to the matchups, and then there was never a dull moment.
Wow, I know you got to do your stuff with Jaron. Man, I cannot thank you enough. This has
Thank
been
you
a
for
thrill.
having me, man. Seriously, man.
Absolute
Seriously,
thrill.
love all
Kevin
day,
Garnett.
Man.